सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम
वायु जीवोत्तम
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरि परतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरि परतरः
सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावं गता
भिन्ना जीवगणा
हरे अनुचरा नीचोच्च भावंगता
मुक्तेर्नैव सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तेर्नैव सुखानुभूतिरमला
हक्षादित्रयं प्रमाण किल आम्नायिकविद्यो हरिः
यक्षादित्रयं प्रमाण
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम
Yeah.
Yes.
So today we will glance over the establishment of things. It is not any deep science, but it is easy to understand by even applying certain common principles. So I will try to do my best to explain it in much simpler ways as much as possible. So firstly, what is thing? Thing is something which we can see or feel or we can experience it. So everything has to be established and it has to be brought to life or brought to visibility of others. So the establishment of the things starts from the universe. The universe itself was like not visible to anyone. And then Lord Narayana has to do Srishti of this particular world or universe. So when he establishes this universe, when he makes it available to us, so there are principles that goes in the behind through which he says how to establish things. And then as Lord Vishnu, he doesn't break his own rules. When he makes rules, he also follows that. For example, when he went to Gurukula and what he want to teach to us, he want to say that when you are in Gurukula, try to respect your Guru and don't show your intelligence, but devote your time for learning from Guru and then take a Guru Padesha and then do Guru Dakshana, all those things, and do Guru Seva, whatever is assigned by Guru, we have to do it. So here he shows that how to follow a rule when it is established. Most of the time, what we feel is we can establish any rule and we expect others to follow, while we are okay to compromise on ourselves. But when God does something, it is for Martya Shikshana, means he will give education to us like, okay, how can you do further in a given the orders when he gives us order, how to follow and execute it. Now, from general principles, we all know that for establishing any things, we need tatwas, means tattva mula. What is the example for that? Say, if we want to operate laptop, before that, we need to understand the principles of laptop, how it functions, how to charge it, how to connect devices like keyboard, mouse, etc., how to turn it on, how to turn it off. how to safely switch it on and switch it off, and many other things, and how to operate as well. And these are the principles that we read or somebody trains or we quickly learn because we are in the world where we see that every microsecond we see somebody is operating a device. So through which we are able to like basically get into the next level. So now what we did here is we just understood tattvas. So when tattvas are done, sometimes we can call them as a prototype. Like the tattvas are not visible to people. So to give some visibility, we do prototype and then show, hey, this is how it will look. For Chandrayana, they made a prototype and then showed to everyone, this is how it will launch, this is the launch pad, and this is how it will go, this is how it will establish on the moon, all those kind of things. So same thing, the tattvas will be represented as a proof of concept or as a prototype. So here God also says that whenever you are trying to create a thing or establish a thing that is already existing, first go with the tattvas. And Srimad Ananda Tirtha has blessed us by giving the very right approaches for anything that we do, even how to take tirtham, how to do namaskara, how boys can do namaskara, how girls can do namaskara. Everything they have told in a very highly disciplined and principled way. So then when tattvas are established, means when tattvas are understood, then you need a owner for controlling those tattvas. So then there comes a picture of tattva abhimani. So when tattva abhimanis are there, it doesn't mean that tattva abhimani himself behaves like tattva. He controls the tattva. He makes those tattvas established or being visible to people or get it spread across. All those jobs are being done by tattvas, tattvabhimani. And in our real world, where we can see tattvabhimani, for example, there is a drilling machine. So someone who is skilled how to drill a hole, how to drill on different surfaces, like drilling on a hole is different, drilling on wall is different, drilling on metal piece is different. So the one who operates very well, his his job is to make sure that the machine is operated very well. It is been utilized and it has been brought into action. So the Tattvabhimani is one who is again under control of the one who gave us the Tattva Mula and then operates. It's like a drilling engineer when he comes to home, a person who operates a drill machine. Since he has a drilling machine and he knows how to drill, he cannot go and keep on drilling into our house, right? Then our house will become like a porous or it will become like multi-hole multi-hole window. So rather he is controlled by us what to do, how to do and where to do. So that's how they are also not Swatantra. Once Tattvabhimani takes the tattvas and then try to establish, try to put it into action, spread it across, then tattvas are looking like a bhautikas. Bhautika means bhuta or the one which has a physical presence, right? So though air is visible, air is available and it is covered every space, but we can't see it. But when a small even pin is on the floor, we can easily identify because this object has some size, shape, and its own look and feel, because of which we'll be able to identify it. So then Bhautika, the visible things are available for everybody's perceivable. So thus, in a methodical way, when you are establishing the things, understanding Tattva Mulas, and then knowing Tattva Abhimani, and then feeling or experiencing Tattva Bhotika are three important parts. And where do we understand these information? Where exactly this has been quoted? Or where we can reference something similar to this by Srimadananda Tirtharu is Sri Manimanjari. When you refer Manimanjari, you will be able to know how systematically, though Paramatma does Srishti in just click of a button type of thing, like the moment he opens his eyes, the entire Srishti has been created. When he closes his eyes, entire Srishti is been closed and gets into himself, and then he again does Srishti after some time. So, but he tells how methodically things are there, and then Srimad Ananda Tirtharu is the only one who identifies this, how exactly these are being done, because they know Lord Vishnu most closest than any other jivas, hence they are Jivottama. And they also know that everybody is Aswatantra, including Tattva Mula, Tattva Abhimani, and Tattva Bhautika. Everybody is Aswatantra because the Tattvas cannot be visible to anybody unless somebody operates on it. So hence they don't have their own Swatantra. Tattvabhimani, he though knows how to operate tattvas, but he cannot operate on his own basis because he don't know how to apply it. So he is also Atantra. And whatever is been produced out of these two is again Aswatantra. It cannot be freedom, right? So who is Swatantra now? Only Lord Vishnu is Swatantra. So this principle is applied all across in our daily life. For example, when we want to appear for an examination, what we do is we understand all rules and regulations and tattvas of that particular examination. And then we go to Tattvabhimanis, like people who already know things, how to do it, how to understand, how to make it, how to reproduce them in examinations, all those kind of things. And then the Tattva Bhautika is somewhere where you do according to whatever guided principles you have and then execute them and then get clearance from the examination or you score marks or something which is end result visible to everybody. So in the same way, the entire Srishti and then entire diversity in the Srishti, like the living beings in the ocean are totally looking different, living being in the sky are different, living being on the earth are different, and wherever there are things, they are all different. So this method makes us more, in this kind of methods improve our thinking process and then helps us to do anything in a very right way and anything that has to meet its required objectives. Otherwise, we go wrong. One of the reasons why India is unable to produce more scientists is because we are out of our core. We did not learn anything from our principles, like what is been given by our Ayurveda, what is been given by our Madhwa Tatwas, what is given by Veda and Upanishads, Mahabharata, Ramayana. They are not only taking us towards Satvik and they are not only taking us towards Swarga, all those things, but they also gives us how to make this universe beautiful by applying them. So with this Bodhi, over to ending prayer.
Yeah. Vedesh will start.
सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
Hari Sarvottama.
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
श्रीमद्भगवते हरिपरतरा सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं
तत्त्वतो
जगत्तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना शिवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावं गता
भिन्ना
भावङ्गतः
मुक्ते नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तिर्नैज
सुखानुभूतिर्मला
रक्षादित्रितयं प्रमाणमखिला आम्नायैकविद्यो हरिः
यक्षाभिस्मितयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो
हरिः
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम.
Yes, tomorrow at 7:30 for the daily Shakha we will meet. Thank you everyone. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
श्री कृष्ण